What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Adam Salah. Now, a lot of you may know me from my music production and songwriting, but today's episode is going to be a little different. What a lot of you don't know is that when I was laid off from my music label job, I started eating and I never stopped. As a matter of fact, I became the heaviest I've ever been. You see, diabetes runs in my family, and I was flirting with it every day. 5 months ago, I began a journey to get healthy, lose weight, and generally just get more out of life. Today, I'll show you how I did it and how you can do the same. Hey, I'm Adam Salah. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we discuss music, production, and other fun topics. I'm from Yonkers, New York. I'm new in LA, and I hope my story inspires you. In order to do that, I have to be transparent, and today is definitely one of those episodes. Maybe you can relate to this. I've been effortlessly skinny my whole life. It wasn't until I started playing basketball in high school that I actually had weight issues. I was told I wasn't big enough and was encouraged to eat loads of mashed potatoes. Stop me if you know where this is going. In the 10 years since then, I've struggled keeping my weight under control. 2 years after graduating college, I was facing homelessness despite my reputation as a music producer being at an all-time high. Miraculously, I moved to LA in 2014 after getting signed to a label and getting paid lots of money. I wasn't fat at that point, but we had music videos and photo shoots scheduled, and I wanted to look my LA best. Now, if you live here, you know it better than I do. Unfortunately, after 9 short months as their vice president and in-house producer, some shady business went down and I was released from the label. I was devastated. I was fully committed to this business venture, and it was my own friends of over 10 years who took my job and got me fired. You can imagine the depression this sent me into. I was in some of the best shape of my life, but my abs didn't stand a chance against what was coming my way. Some of the deepest, darkest depression I've ever faced. I battled low self-esteem, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. My fix? Emotional eating. French toast, ice cream, Starburst, cinnamon-covered pretzels, and more ice cream. Before I knew it, I was a whopping 320 pounds. In 2.5 years, I had gained 100 pounds. Not only that, but I had stopped making music for a good amount of that time. Just 5 months ago, I received an email from Ruled.me. They're an alternative eating lifestyle blog I had subscribed to back when I cared what I looked like. They were issuing a 31-day strict eating challenge. I remember it like yesterday. I was sitting there with a caramel mocha frappuccino, extra whipped cream, extra large, thinking, yeah, I've had enough of this. I didn't even want to finish it. I wasn't 100% sure I'd make it, but I focused on one day at a time, and sure enough, 5 months later, I have lost over 100 pounds. Not only that, but I've gained muscle, started dunking a basketball again, and making the best music of my life. Here's how I did it. It's true that I've been in the gym, but I was working out when I was 300 pounds plus, and after an entire summer of it, I had only lost 4 pounds. Here's when the real progress began. I follow something called a ketogenic lifestyle. This consists of eating high fat, moderate protein, and low carbs, as low as 20 grams per day. We've all heard the myths about how consuming fat can be bad for you. This is simply not accurate. In fact, there are many myths we adhere to which are not only false but cause us to lose health and gain weight. For more information on this, I'll forward you to Dr. Berg on YouTube. His advice revolutionized the way I do keto, and he'll do the same for you too. You can find his info in the description below. If you do the math, I was, and still am, losing over half a pound of fat per day. It's important to note that I would have lost more, but I took 3 cheat days over the course of those 5 months, each one derailing my weight loss for up to a week. I'm perfectly okay with that though, because if there's one piece of advice I can give you on this journey, it's the importance of cheat days. When done strategically, they can increase your fortitude to stay healthy in the long run. This is a lifestyle choice, not a short-term diet. It just so happens to have fast results, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. In closing, God knew what he was doing when he designed your body. By coming to understand more how the human machine works, I've been able to surpass my fitness and health goals. I now have new goals, and I encourage you to as well. I invite you to stay connected with me, subscribe to this channel so we can continue to inspire each other. Remember that it's not about losing weight to get healthy, but rather getting healthy to lose weight. In other words, take care of your eating and your body will take care of itself. I don't care how you came into this life, you are not an accident. God took his time designing you, and when given the proper tools, you'll shine like you were meant to. Anything short of the life God has for you is temporary and not permanent. Trust him, and God bless. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you today. Once again, I'm Adam Salah. Be inspired. This is good lighting right here. Where were we?